go.
Hi everyone, today we're doing camp crafts. So first you need a stick like this, and then you need some string, and then
What are we making?
we're making a wind chime.
Wind chimes.
And in this craft you can also make what is it? A journey stick.
Yep, we're gonna make journey sticks.
And we're going to paint some rocks and
Picture frames.
picture frames. That's why you have all these popsicle sticks.
Okay, so let's get started. So we're gonna make a wind chime. So to make a wind chime, you need a stick, like you said, some strings. We've got some feathers and leaves and beads, and little something to be your wind chime. So how do we make the wind chime?
So first you tie a string off like that, and then you take a little metal piece like that, then you slide it through. We used 5 strings, but you can use as many strings as you want to.
Yeah, so we've got the strings tied onto the stick. We've got our 2 with our wind chimes, and then now you're gonna put some pretty leaves on the other strings. So those we're just gonna glue on. Take some glue there and put it on the leaf, and then glue it to your string. There you go.
Just like that. Look, and I already got a leaf on.
Beautiful.
Now we just have to do that at least a couple more times. Ready?
Oops, we lost a leaf.
Oh, I want to do this. Now we need the big one. The big shot. The big leaf. Big leaf. To finish the wind chime, all you need to do is tie a little handle on the top and then hang it up on the tree. Then you got a wind chime.
And there's your wind chime. Awesome.
Now we're gonna make a journey stick. And how you make a journey stick is that you paint it. And journey sticks have been used for centuries to tell stories, and they add stuff to it.
Right, they tell stories of travel. So we're gonna paint this, and then we're gonna put some feathers on the end of it and some beads. And so what people would do is they would take their journey stick and then they would add things to their stick as they traveled. And then that would mark their adventure and also let them know where they've been so they can find their way back. So, okay, let's get started. So how do you paint them? What are you painting on them?
So you only paint on one end.
Just on one end. So we're gonna paint stripes in different colors on one end. Those can be any color you want to represent your journey.
Right off the bat.
So we're just painting just one end of the stick.
Now we're in this side dry, and now we're on paint beads.
Right, while the one side is drying, we're gonna paint some wooden beads, and those are going to go on the other side of our stick. Whoops.
I'll just let these in. So now we're going to make the handle of our journey stick.
Okay. So you just need a long piece of string, and then you're gonna just wind that string around the end of your journey stick so that it makes it like a place for your hand to sit.
Yep.
A place for you to hold on to.
First, you have to tie a knot around it like this, and then carefully take your string, the long piece of string, and just go.
Just wind it around and make a handle, right?
Use as much string as you need from that long piece.
And then you're gonna wind it all the way down, but you wanna leave a little tail at the end of it so that we can string our beads that we painted to the end of the journey stick.
Like this.
Awesome. So we'll tie that off and then we'll string the beads on it.
Now that the beads are on it, now we're gonna glue feathers onto it.
Right, we're gonna do our finishing touches with feathers. So we got our beads strung on there, and now we're gonna glue some feathers to the tip. So you're gonna take your feathers and you want to glue them to the tip like that. So you can use the feathers as kind of a direction. Okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
Go for it.
Go.
Glue on some feathers. And you could also glue leaves on the front of it if you want to. You can kind of do whatever you want to.
It's all on your choice.
It is all on your choice. Make it your very own.
So now we're going to make a picture frame. So all you need is 4 craft sticks and some glue and some paint and a picture.
Okay. So how do you make the picture frame?
So first, make it into a square, but right now Ephraim is using the glue, so I'm going to show you guys. So make it in, so first you start off like this. Then you have to measure it with the popsicle stick to make it go up like that. And then you have that.
And then you glue it in place to make the square.
Like that. Ephraim is doing it.
You could try this. I think that's glue too. We have an extra glue. There you go. And now you can paint it.
There. Now, got that all down. And then, pew.
Go.
Then once you have your picture frame done, then you glue it on to the picture frame, and then it's all done.
Yeah, so once it dries, you can take a picture and glue it to the back. And then we glued a little handle on it.
So, we found some rocks around the house, and now we're gonna paint them.
Awesome. We can paint the rocks and then we can put them in flower pots or by the front door to make decorative rocks.
Whatever you want to do with them.
Whatever you want to do.
I know what I'm always gonna draw.
You can paint, yeah, you can paint pictures on them. You can paint them different colors, however you want to do it.
Can you guess what I'm painting?
A rabbit, maybe?
Yes. Not just any rabbit, nettle.
Nettle.
Nettle. Now I gotta get her ruby dyes. Drop, 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 drop. Like that. Wait. Just finished.
Just finished?
Uh-huh.
Right, they look great. So now we'll sit those aside and let them dry. And then we can decide where to put them.
Uh-huh. Okay, now we're gonna make a pinch pot. So all you need is a bit of molding clay, this,
and you just pinch it with your fingers into the shape of a little pot. And then this is air dry clay, so then it'll sit out and dry in the sun, and then once it's dry, you can paint it. Did you make it?
Yeah, I'm almost. There's your own camp crafts. We got the wind chimes hanging on the tree. We got
Picture frame hanging.
the picture frame. And here's my stick, and then there's my pink pot.
Excellent. You can bring summer camp to your own backyard.